welcome back our last student speaker for the class of 2021, Miss Janea Nepenius.
I'm gonna take this down. How are you guys? We're doing good? I hope so. I just want to begin and welcome everyone. Welcome the staff, parents, loved ones, raisins, as Mr. Woodbury would say, and especially our class of 2021. My name is Janea Nepenius, and on behalf of the graduates, I would like to thank you all for being here. Granted, this year is unlike any other year before. I found myself Googling best graduation speeches on YouTube last night, and unfortunately, I only really got 3 options. You see, I could give a speech, a sentimental one, on all the things that we've been through together, except for the part where we haven't. And I don't know what your year looked like. Secondly, I would have loved to give a speech that was motivational and about failure and getting back up again, except for the part where I don't have a voice like Denzel Washington or Mr. Slater for that to really hit home hard enough. Lastly, I would have loved to give a speech founded in advice, but in about 4 minutes, I'll be sitting down there with the rest of you with just as much advice. So as I got to thinking, I realized, however, there is one thing. Regardless of the year that you've had, there is one thing that we learn. And it is what I believe to be one of the greatest life lessons. You see, all year, we've heard what should have been. We received discounted excitement, pity looks, and many sentences that end with, yeah, but your blank should have been like this. For example, yeah, but your senior year should have been like this. But this idea of what should be is not new. And in fact, it's followed you your entire life. At 11, for me it was to be on Instagram, which my mother was quick to reassure me is not the case. At 16, it's you should be able to parallel park, which is not a requirement to pass the driver's test, nor is it to give a high school graduation speech. At 18, it's you should be able to identify your life's sole purpose that will be fulfilling for the next 50 some odd years. And how many of us know that that is hardly ever the case? But why is it that somewhere during that timeline, we find who's pretty we should be, who's strong we should be, who's successful we should be, and we believe? You see, many people live their entire lives in regret about what should have been, and an anxiousness about what should be. But as for us, I want to remind you that we are the class that made it through, that lived through, and celebrated through the year that should have been. We learned that life does not have to reflect the demands of society for it to be just as beautiful and to feel just as accomplished at the end. Now is not the time for you to compare your life to the people around you. Now is not the time for you to sit in sadness or worry that you're behind or that you're not where you should be. Because you are here, despite it all. You made it through the year that should have been. Thank you. If anything, now is the time for you to live life on your own terms. Now is the time for mistakes. Now is the time to fall in love a lot, to change your mind and change it again, to treat every person like they're the most special person in the world. Now is the time to be your own muse, the time to be your own pretty, your own strong, and your own successful. Because when you stop living your life under someone else's idea of what should be, it's your life that finally begins. So cheers to us for learning that now and not in 25 years during some midlife crisis. Graduates of 2021, congratulations. Here's to all the life ahead. Thank you.
Thank you,
Great job,
Janaea.
Mama.